probably aware that religions always have rules associated with them. That's often how we know it's a religion. And those rules, I mean, part of the religion is that you adhere to those rules. That's how you consider yourself to be religious. In fact, the word religio comes, I think, from a Latin root meaning to bind. So you bind yourself to a set of beliefs or practices, that kind of thing. Oh, the sun glows on me. I glow, don't I? Anyway, how easily distracted I can be. Back to the point. We are going to look at a passage in Acts chapter 11 this coming Sunday. It's 11 verses 1 to 18. Acts 11 verses 1 to 18. Better get out of the way of the car. And it's a really interesting passage because Peter has been doing his evangelism work and he's reporting back to the church in Jerusalem, gone home to headquarters, and he's going to let them know what he's been up to. And they're a bit miffed because Peter's been hanging out with the wrong people. He's actually been talking to people outside the fold, that is outside of the Jewish people, out of Jerusalem, outside of the Jews. And so they say, well, what are you doing, Peter? You've been having meals with these unclean people and hobnobbing with the wrong sorts. And Peter goes into a lengthy description of a vision that he had that convinced him that it was right for him to take these new and unauthorized or unorthodox steps in making contact with people beyond the Jewish community. So we might think, oh, good old Peter, well done him. And we might miss the fact that actually that's an extraordinarily novel thing for Peter to be doing. The Jews really did keep to themselves, and it wasn't the thing to just say, oh, we're all the same, Jews, Gentiles, whatever else. That was a very, very huge, significant, major, unpalatable shift for a lot of people. And Peter's left to explain himself, and his main reason, his defense for his actions, has to do with seeing a vision and hearing a voice. Now, that's awkward, isn't it? Because today we're talking with someone who'd seen a vision and heard a voice. We might refer them to the health authorities and they might get put into a special unit in a special hospital. So on the basis of Peter seeing a vision and hearing a voice tell him that it was okay to go ahead, this monumental shift in who is considered to be potentially part of the people of God. Now, of course, those people that Peter went to, who he shared the gospel with, and they received the gift of the Holy Spirit. They spoke in strange tongues, just like the apostles and others had done on that first Pentecost. And so that was seen as confirmation. It's wonderful how we live forward and understand what's going on backward as we look back over our shoulder and go, yeah, no, that was right because that happened, or oh, that was a big mistake because that happened. So in hindsight, all seems to be well. Peter's vision and his hearing of the voices seem to be confirmed as the right sort of stuff. But it's a bit of a crucial moment, and it's really fascinating to think about the fact that so much was riding on such flimsy testimony, if you like. So we're going to talk about that on Sunday at Mustard Seed. We've had some good mornings with our crew, and you really ought to come along. It's lots of fun, and not just fun actually, it's really good. We're talking about important stuff that shapes the way we are community together and how we care for our neighbours as ourselves. So we're going to look at that in Acts chapter 11 verses 1 to 18 this Sunday at Mustard Seed. We are also planning a scone tasting, which is coming up on the 29th of May. There'll be more about that. It's Super Scone Sunday, and if you have a predilection towards scones, if that's the right word, get ready for that. Here we go. Okay, God bless. We will see you around the place soon.